A family from Argentina was visiting the beautiful state of California. They had rented a property, a beautiful property, with almond trees in bloom. They didn't know what almond trees were, and unfortunately, this would lead to a death. They had a young child with them who had a severe allergy to nuts. He would go into anaphylactic shock if he ate peanuts and a few others. They were extraordinarily careful to make sure that food was prepared in such a way that the child never came in contact with tree nuts. When the family had first arrived at the chalet, they realized that there was a beautiful fire pit out back with wood already stocked. They were excited. They wanted to try their hand at making s'mores, one of my very favorites. And that night, they did. The young child wanted to roast some marshmallows, and the father responded by going out back to one of those beautiful trees and grabbing one of the branches. It was a green branch, straight and perfect for roasting marshmallows. He sharpened it, put a marshmallow on the stick, and handed it to his child. Within 60 seconds or so, the child began to experience trouble breathing. It was never adequately explained why they did not have an EpiPen, but the child went into severe shock and ultimately died en route to the hospital of cardiovascular shock. Did you know that certain species of almonds, the bitter almond, contain significant amounts of cyanide? They can kill you. Beware a pretty thing. Did you know that the almond has been in California since the 1700s, when it was introduced by Spanish missionaries? This happened in the early 1970s. The EpiPen was invented around that time. I suspect that it being so new, it just hadn't caught on yet. I was envenomated by a rattlesnake a long time ago, and I suffered severe allergic reaction. And I can tell you from experience, it's terrifying. It's drowning on dry land. I don't want to tell your story, so take every precaution you can. Keep your head on a swivel, and remember, there are things out there that want to do you harm. Ooh.